today what we're going to be doing is bleaching my roots and then dyeing them kind of an aqua teal blue color. The purple is going to stay just as it is. It's a little frizzy right now because I didn't straighten it. There's a lot of different tones. It was actually rainbow before this was put on. And this is Splat Midnight Amethyst. And I did this about 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago. So the purple stayed really well. I just need to do something with the roots, and I can't really match the purple because once I dye the roots, they're going to be way lighter than what I've got going on here. So instead of trying to mix up and match the purple perfectly, I'm just going to go ahead and dye blue roots and see how that looks. So the first step in the process is to get everything out and mix up the bleach. So we're going to do that now. The products that we're going to be using today is Ion Sensitive Scalp 20 Volume Developer. It's important to use 20 or maybe 30 developer if you're doing roots because it's virgin hair. You never really want to use 40 on virgin hair. We're going to be mixing the developer with L'Oreal Quick Blue bleach, and then after we bleach the hair, we're going to be using the Splat Ombré Ocean hair dye for the roots. And actually there are two colors in here. There's a lighter one and sort of a darker one. I think I'm going to go with the darker one, the Blue Crush. Okay, so the next step is to section out my hair. So what I'm going to do is just take kind of small sections, it's about that much, and start twisting it, which for me takes a very long time because I have a lot of hair. So once we get it twisted, we're just going to make a loop. Which again takes a long time because I have a lot of hair. And then use a little clip, drop my clip. And hold it in place. So we're going to do that for everything. I'm probably going to end up with maybe 12, I think I have 12 clips, so hopefully 12 sections. And then at that point we can start applying the bleach. Mixing the bleach, we're doing the on-scalp application, so that's going to be 1 scoop of the bleach, and then the instructions say 1.5 to 2.5 ounces of developer, so I'm going to use 2 of 20 developer, and then for the time, it says 40 minutes for virgin applications, which would be roots, so I'm probably going to start checking it around the 30-minute mark and see if it's light enough. Okay, so for mixing the bleach, we have a plastic bowl. It's very important to use plastic, never use metal when you're mixing hair dye. Then I have a plastic measuring cup for the developer. So we're going to do 2 ounces of developer. So that was 1 ounce, and then we need 1 more. And then we're just going to mix it together. At first it's going to be a little liquidy, but as you mix, it's going to start to fluff up. And you just want to make sure that you get everything mixed together. Now, I'm most likely going to need 2 bowls for this because I have a ridiculous amount of hair. It really just depends on how thick your hair is and, you know, how much you're trying to cover. My roots are like 3 or 4 inches right now that I need to dye, so I'm probably going to need another bowl. Now, once this is mixed together, you want to let it set for like a couple of minutes. Not too long because it's going to get really cakey, but you just want to kind of let it meld together. So that's pretty well mixed. I'm just gonna let it sit for a couple of minutes. So now my hair is sectioned off. It wasn't 12 sections, but some of them are a little too big, so I'm gonna have to divide them as I go. I did not have 12 clips. So to apply the bleach, first thing is you need to have gloves on. That's super important. The bleach can burn your skin, which is also a reason that you don't want to get too close to your scalp. Obviously, you need to, get all of the roots, but you want to try and keep it off of your skin, particularly if you have sensitive skin. Now, this section I'm actually going to divide in half so that I get more coverage. I'm really dividing in half. There we go. So I've kind of got the upper layer and the bottom layer. So the upper layer I'm just going to lay back there. Now you can kind of see the full roots that we need to cover. So we're going to take some bleach on the brush. And I'm going to start a little below the hairline. Bleach down. For what I'm doing, it's okay to get some on the purple. It kind of depends on, what you're trying to achieve. But getting a little bleach on the purple will actually make the colors blend a little better. So mine doesn't need to be perfect. Now, once you've got that done, you want to just hit the roots real close, but keeping it off your skin. Now, once you've got it fully covered, just lay it down. If you want to foil wrap it, you can. That would be super tedious for me because I have so much hair. So I just kind of lay it back down. So on this one, we're going to start on the underneath and hit all of that brown. And then go down to the roots and carefully make a line up. Once we've got the bottom, then we can do the top. Now this also depends on how thick your hair is and how thick your sections are. I have really thick hair, so even with thin sections, it doesn't go all the way through. If you have thinner hair, you may not have to do the bottom and the top. You just want to make sure you're getting everything covered. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this to all of the sections, and then we'll let it sit for 30 to 40 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes, and all of my hair is bleached, all the roots. You can see the places where I got the bleach on the blonde kind of turned into this turquoisey color. So that's going to help it to blend with the blue that I'm putting on. So it's lightened up quite a bit. But I'm going to leave it in for probably another 20 minutes and then wash everything, and then we can start dyeing. So it has been about 40 minutes, and this is probably as light as it's going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and wash it out and then blow dry my hair so that we can do the dye. So my hair is dry. We do have a bit of teal where the bleach touched the purple, and it's not all even, but I think that it will blend in whenever I add the blue. It also depends on how exactly I part my hair as to how much of this purple is higher than the other bits. So the next step is to section my hair just like I did with the bleach. So I'm just going to take sections and twist them up. And then put a clip to hold it in place. And I'm just going to do that for all of my hair. And then at that point we can get out the dye, see if we need to mix some more colors, and go ahead and add it to the blonde. My hair is sectioned off now. I did smaller sections, so I sort of ran out of clips, but that's okay. I've got the back sort of partitioned out. And then this is the first section I'm going to do. With the Splat Ocean Ombre, it came with 2 colors, Tropical Reef and Blue Crush. And so I realized that the bottles were very small, so I just went ahead and mixed them together to make sort of a cooler aqua color. And so now what I'm going to do is just apply the color to the blonde portions. So I've got my gloves here. And the mix of dye, which looks really dark, but it's got a cool blue color, so if you swirl it around. So, we'll see. Okay. So in this time, I'm going to sort of start from the back side and come down to the purple. Just making sure that everything's covered from the root down. For what I'm going for, the lines into the purple don't really matter as long as it's got coverage. It will blend itself. Now, if you're doing this yourself and you're worried about getting it on your face or your hairline, you can, like that, you can use Vaseline around the edge, and that will help you get it off much quicker. There's also some color killer wipes that you can use that are awesome, and I will show you guys that when we're doing the cleanup session. So this section was a little bit thicker than I thought. You just want to make sure that you're getting it all over the bleached portion and that it connects down to the other color. It's also a good idea to Vaseline your ears if you're doing this yourself, because it's hard to see where you're at. Messes happen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go through and color all the different sections, and then we'll let it sit for a while and then wash it out. So at this point, I've got the blue dye all over the roots. A little bit on my face, but that'll come off, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm going to let this sit for probably about an hour. I think the box says 45 minutes, but it's fine to let it go a little bit longer, not too long. So I'm probably going to let it set for between 45 minutes and an hour, and then wash it out and see what colors we have. So this is the final result with the blue teal color on top and the purple underneath. So it blends pretty well. There's spots where the purple's a little higher, and I think that just depends on how I do my part. I really like it, and I kind of think what I'm going to keep doing is whenever my roots grow out about this length, then I'm just going to do the next color and keep going until I have a horizontal rainbow. And that way I won't have to keep re-bleaching my hair and damaging it. This is what the back looks like. And then, you already saw the front. I do have a lot of hair, so it's kind of everywhere. Okay, I hope this video was very informative, and I hope you guys check out my next one once my hair grows out a little bit. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.